12, taxi, runway
I think
16.
Shadow Play crashed.
Shark 22, taxi, runway 16. Cowboy 11.
Batia.
Tower, resume on navigation.
That was a major experience.
Cowboy 12.
Batia.
Tower, resume on navigation.
Cowboy 1, go wedge.
Weasel 11, hold short. Shark 23, taxi, runway 16.
Serpent 2-1, ready for departure.
And she said that her brother works at Area 51. I said, oh, really? I'd like to talk to him. And she said, well, I'll try and set it up. But he's a little funny about it.
Shark 24, taxi, runway 16.
Turned out that he was a low-level person, just a welder or carpenter. And he told her that he would walk by this one office there at Area 51 at S4. People need to distinguish between S4 and Area 51 proper. Area 51 proper is the Nellis Air Force Base. That's where they had the B-52s and all of them there. But S4 is where all the super secret stuff is.
Request picture.
Chalice 1, Cowboy 1-2, request picture.
Weasel 11.
Batia.
Tower, you're cleared for takeoff, runway 16. Cowboy 12, Chalice 1, picture is multiple groups. Nearest bandit at bullseye 155, 160 miles, 19,000.
Hey, look, fellow, I just put on this body over here. I keep it on your coveralls. So get out of here and don't bother me. That's so cool. So I wanted to go out there and meet with him. But every time I called him, he said there was a white van searching his cul-de-sac. So he was afraid he was being monitored and he would never agree to being interviewed. But what I just said was direct from his sister. And she had no reason to lie to me. So then I go to Vegas a lot. I have some European friends there. And in '89, when Bob Lazar came on CBS talking about Area 51 S4, that really got my attention. George Knapp. And so there was another confirmation.
Shark 21.
Batia.
Tower, cleared for departure. Weasel 11.
Batia.
Tower, resume on navigation.
National UFO Congress in Las Vegas, and the speaker there that I was in France with was Bill Newhouse. Now, Bill Newhouse was an engineer, and he was tasked by the Air Force after he got out of the Marines. He was a pilot from the Marines in World War II, to go to work at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. And he went to work there, working on back engineering special projects. So then they transferred him to Los Alamos, and they transferred him also to Area 51 S4. And he said on camera that
Request picture.
at Los Alamos,
Chalice 1, Cowboy 1-2, request picture.
two beings from a different
Cowboy 12, Chalice 1, picture is multiple groups. Nearest bandit at bullseye 160, 180 miles, 19,000.
and they were teaching Edward Teller about this science of whatever from their star system. That's profound. And I have it in some of my videos of Bill Newhouse stating it. So this is the main part that I see as the people, researchers don't get. We're on regular, everyday conversations with these beings from other star systems that these animals are sure and Area 51
He's not on the reservation.
probably done those grounds and Brookhaven and wherever. They're coming and going. Either they can manifest and disappear.
Gypsy 12, place fight.
Come physically. Richard Dolan calls it I call it an EP fifth column.
Request picture.
Now,
Request picture.
just get that concept in your mind.
Chalice 1, Cowboy 1-2. Request picture.
Influence.
Cowboy 1-2, Chalice 1. Picture is multiple groups. Nearest bandit at bullseye 160. 180 miles. 19,000.
Not from this phone system. And that's what needs to be researched. And in my books and videos, I touch on it in various ways. So I'm hoping that this interview will spark other in-depth researchers out there to pursue this line of thinking. And I can give some hints here on the way. I'm going to be doing that in a few minutes of where to look and who to ask. So that leads me into information that I'm going to hand to Jan Harzan right now. This is a compilation
Request
of
picture.
current members of the
Chalice 1, Cowboy 1-2. Request picture.
on my website.
Cowboy 1-2, Chalice 1. Picture is multiple groups. Nearest bandit at bullseye 160. 180 miles. 19,000.
Now, the other thing that I need to bring out early in this interview is that the Europeans have their equivalent of Majestic 12. It's called the Committee of the Majority. And I have all their names right here in my hand. Now, some of the Majestic people in this country are on the same list that I'm going to be handing Jan Harzan. These need to be published in the MUFON Journal because
Declare.
Eagle 1-1. Chalice 1, Cowboy 1-2. Declare.
it seems to be
Cowboy 1-2, Chalice 1. Contact is friendly.
the United States
Cowboy 1, Chalice 1. Be advised. Threat aircraft bullseye 130. 140 miles. 25,000.
this email was
Cowboy 1, Cowboy 1-1. Engage. MiG-29s. Bullseye 130. 140 miles. 25,000.
January the 20th.
Cowboy 1,
Declare.
you are shooter. Cowboy 1, go box.
For my contact,
Chalice 1, Cowboy 1-2. Declare.
and at that time in 05, he was in
Gypsy 1-2. Buddy fight.
where he is now. I've lost touch with some of my contacts due to my illness. Now, at this point, I'm going to name several
Shark 2-3. Buddy fight.
current members of Majestic. I think that people out there
Cowboy 1, Cowboy 1-1. Engage. MiG-29s. Bullseye 135. 140 miles. 22,000.
is Jay.
Cowboy 1, you are shooter.
He was director of national intelligence for former President
Cowboy 1, rejoin formation.
Bush's office.
Cowboy 1, cover.
Also, I have him on video number 3 on my website when McConnell was being interviewed by Tim Russell on Meet the Press. And I have a voiceover that explains that McConnell is the soul of Majestic. He's a moral compass of Majestic. He tries to keep them in line as another member.
Declare.
He doesn't always do a great job.
Chalice 1, Cowboy 1-2. Declare.
The other people on the list that I'm going to name right now are not the greatest. Number 2 in Majestic is Vice President Dick Cheney. Cheney is all about it. He was at Area 51 S4 when Dr. Bird was taking tissue samples from the J-Rod and was there at various other times. He actually has his own one-bedroom apartment. All 12 members of the district have their own.
Eagle 1-1. Buddy spike.
I have diagrams of that apartment.
Request picture.
Living quarters,
Chalice 1, Cowboy 1-2. Request picture.
everything out there. And when you're in that facility, I want to get this right. This is something nobody knows. When you're in the facility,
Declare.
there are armed guards
Chalice 1, Cowboy 1-2. Declare.
You're in that facility. You can't look down any hallway, any corridor, anything without seeing an armed guard. And that intimidates the people that are working. You're not about to do something you're untoward if that is facing. The other thing that a lot of UFO researchers don't know is the guards in Area 51 S4.
Cowboy 1, go trail.
The guards on the outside are whacking them, the perimeter, but they're not on the inside. And in my video, I believe it's video number 2.
Cowboy 1, attack target, bullseye 120, 160 miles. Cowboy 1, you are shooter.
People at the Dan Burry story, I'll get into that in a minute. But John Lear Jet Team, tells about when Dan Burry's microbiologist, Department of Defense microbiologist, Area 51 S4, tells on my videos that when he saw the changing of the guard, when Navy SEAL changed the guard, it's like a tomb of the unknown. Very professional, just thick and polished. Just silent. It's fantastic. And Dan Burry says on my camera that they knew that he knew if he stepped over that red line, he would shoot. Now this is a very
Eagle 1-1, buddy spike.
specially trained microbiologist, but they would shoot him. If he stepped over that
Snake eyes.
all this is.
Snake eyes. Cowboy 1, attack target, bullseye 120, 160 miles. Cowboy 1, you are shooter.
Like Bill Newhouse. And later on, I interviewed Bill Newhouse's son, Will Newhouse, on camera with Bird. And he confirmed everything that Dan Bird said as far as the looking glass, etc. His father told me the same thing. We can get into the looking glass.
Cowboy 1-1, weapons on target.
That's a device whereby secret government can see the past and the future. Not exactly, but approximately.
Cowboy 1, go wedge. Cowboy 1, rejoin formation.
Angles at 90
Cowboy 1, cover. Cowboy 1, go trail.
has been used as a teleportation. Now I have some schematics of that. I'm not a scientist and I don't know how it works. So it has special gases, argon, krypton, different things, and with lasers. And I have 3D drawings like the Shrek did of this, which is another quick story I need to explain.
Lock.
I have Dan explaining it and on one of my videos, and it's done just on a blackboard. But I
Altitude. Altitude. Eagle 1-1, buddy spike. Lock. Eagle 1-4, buddy spike.
Mark the families do a lot of work for me
Lock.
because these guys are top artists in the field. So
Lock. Lock.
3D drawing.
Eagle 1-3, buddy spike.
Lock.
The cane sphere is a half dome where the atmosphere is controlled. Nitrogen
2, Fox 3 close. 2, pitbull.
5% hydrogen, because this beam from the nearest star system requires that.
Lock.
It's really addicted by the star system. For some strange reason, there's no synchronicity. The Dan Burry story and the anonymous story, which we'll talk about later, have been somewhat sanctioned. Not so much the anonymous story.
Lock.
Dan Burry
Eagle 1-1, buddy spike.
secret government.
Lock.
So Dr. Dan Burry's microbiologist, Department of Defense, is a poster boy for disclosure. And I'm the media person who's supposed to make it happen. I thought this would happen 5 years ago. I want to address this quickly though. I don't know for sure, but 5 years ago, I was finishing up my book on Dan Burry, and I had a camera crew coming from Hollywood to interview Dr. Burry 5 years ago, and I had
Request
arranged
picture.
for him to meet with these people.
Chalice 1, Cowboy 1-2. Request picture.
We had the 1 mile yard. They were shooting another reality show, and the producer was a friend, so he's going to do the Dan Burry show. But when I set it up with Dan Burry's mother, Doreen Crane, she got upset because I was going to have his secretary come first. So she told Dan that I was treated her disrespectfully, so therefore she wouldn't go again and he wouldn't do it. At the time I was really angry. I spent a lot of time when I was doing, setting all this up. But now I'm glad, because what happened was that I started to put my attention on the anonymous story, which I started in 1996, and it was an extremely important story. But, and I don't throw this out as true, but it's strange that my first bladder cancer came about at the same time. Within a year. And I'm transferring from the Burry story to the anonymous. I can't prove it, don't know, but former Congressman Schiff, Jerry Adamek, Stephen Greer's assistant, they both had quick active cancer. No, and it's in the literature. I can name 25 or more people that died from this. Now, why is this? Why is the secret government nurturing people? The first one, which we can talk about in some depth, was the first Secretary of Defense, James Forrestal. Now, he's thrown out of the window at Bethesda Naval Hospital. I mean, nobody believed him. You see his life story. There was some kind of belt wrapped around the radiator and tried to hang. The whole thing was totally crazy. What Anonymous says that he saw in the CIA file in Langley that on the windowsill was scratch marks where Forrestal was trying to hang on. He didn't try to kill himself. Now, what could there be in all of this lore and literature that for over 60 years they've been murdering people? And this is directly from Anonymous and from the CIA file. So what I think that is, and this needs to be pursued big time, is that Anonymous says, and I know this will rock the world, but the Allied powers won the low-tech war. They lost the high-tech war. What does that mean? That means that Hitler and his cohorts
Chaff, flare. Two, Fox 3 long. Chaff, flare. Chaff, flare. Chaff, flare. 2, Pitbull. Chaff, flare. Chaff, flare. Chaff, flare. Chaff, flare. Chaff, flare.
Do what he did. Well, I lived 10 years for Channel, and I tell you, when you hear these beams coming from another song from some other dimension,
2, Fox 3. Warning, 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 warning.
It's documented that he had a huge library of occult literature.
God damn.
Now, I have it from several sources that Rockefeller paid a lot of money to the historians not to put this in the history books. So if we can get this story out, all the history books have to be rewritten. So let's fast forward to
Getting work.
96. In 96, I was working for a publishing company in San Diego.
One more
and
try.
I went to lunch with one of my fellow employees, and he told me at the lunch that his father-in-law had worked at Area 51 and been a cryptographer for the Army. And he had also been recruited by the CIA. So I said, boy, we got to talk to him.
Jump through 1, in.
This is a
Jealous 2, radar contact, bullseye 140, 220 miles, 24,000.
important. And
Jealous 2, be advised hostile launch activity detected, bullseye 130, 220 miles.
why I think it's happening.
Lion 1-1, engaging target, bullseye 140, 180 miles, 26,000. Punching.
The son-in-law, my friend, I have in the book a code name for him, but he said that
Panther 1-1. Ready for departure.
and so
Panther 1-1.
Fatia.
Tower, you are cleared for takeoff. Runway 16.
and she went
Cowboy 1-1. Ready for departure.
to
Weasel 1-1, ready for departure.
has many different code names, and then went and stayed at his home for 3 days. An audio tape was 11, 9,
Cowboy 1-2. Taxi. Runway 16.
and so
Panther 1-1.
Fatia.
Tower, resume on navigation.
for her not to contact me ever again after I think it was June of 96. So
Panther 1-3.
Fatia.
Tower, cleared for departure.
played some of that audio with Art Bell. I think it was Art Bell was blown away. He said, "Whoa."
Panther 1-2.
Fatia.
Tower, resume on navigation.
But I pursued this
2. Airborne.
over 15 years with the family. And in 2010, his final secrecy oath expired. So I was at lunch with the family, Christmas lunch, in 2010, and they said, finally, you can go public. So in 2010 till today, I put together this book, and it's just called Anonymous. And it's basically Linda Moulton's life interview, but I went through every page of it and made certain
Panther 1-3.
Fatia.
Tower, resume on navigation.
3, airborne.
changes.
Weasel 1-1. Taxi. Runway 16.
He wrote out his memoirs. I have his handwritten memoir. He doesn't own a computer. He's not into anything technical that way. He's really photography.
4. Airborne.
So that's what the book is. Annotated and
Flight.
enhanced,
Go Arrowhead.
my working with the
Flight Go Arrowhead.
some absolute true story.
Panther 1. Clear my 6.
My book was
Flight Go Arrowhead.
on the one on Amazon.
Panther 1. Arrowhead.
Story to Area 51.
2. Stripping.
In the appendix, I added the current members of the Justice.
2. Going Arrowhead.
I named 2 of them.
Flight
Free.
Weapons Free.
4. Panther 1. Weapons free.
I named the third
3, all clear.
Greenstone.
2. All clear.
Naturally,
4. All clear.
Greenstone.
2. Wilco.
I'll just give you a little vignette
3,
of something
4.
that I learned along the way.
2. In position.
Flight Music.
The people in Black Ops,
Panther 1. Music on.
people in the Secret Service.
Request picture.
2. Music.
3,
4. Sentry 1. Panther 1-1. Request picture.
Panther 1-1, Sentry 1. Picture is multiple groups. Nearest bandit at bullseye 145, 180 miles, 18,000.
NBC. About 20-some years since June. So, Dan Burris was telling me that the people in the Black Ops were kidding around about that Greenspan and his wife were in the hot tub, and he threw his back in. Now that's just me talking, but sometimes in the black world. Then on TV the next day I see Greenspan in a wheelchair. Now, that's just a little vignette. But I've told Linda Moulton Howe, I told Pat Friedman, those claims cost them a ton. Nobody will do it because everybody has their books, their videos, whatever their shit is. They want to promote that. They don't, I'm hoping that this will open the door to some other people. Now, the other one we need to know about is about Henry Kissinger. Henry Kissinger knows all about this. He has his own, all of these people on Majestic have their own apartment, one-bedroom apartment at Area 51. That's
Request picture.
I'm drawing from.
Century 1, Panther 1-1. Request picture.
If there was a full court
Panther 1-1, Sentry 1, picture clear.
journalist, then somebody is going to crack the code.
Declare.
And I think that
Century 1, Panther 1-1. Declare.
Panther 1-1, Sentry 1, contact is friendly.
Told me that someone had asked him about Dr. Dan Murray, if he knew him, and he just smiled and walked away. So that's neither confirmed nor denied. That to me is an admission. McConnell felt that Dr. Dan Murray, and I've seen his IQ, he has 199 IQ. I've seen it by top Army psychiatrist. Now, Kissinger, I think, is about 90-some years old. Well, part of this whole program, which we can get into, depending on the time for the at Area 51 S4, is genetic manipulation, both on the extraterrestrial and on the human. Now, I surmise, in my humble opinion, that Kissinger has been enhanced. We know about hybrids and all different things.
Crawling with bogeys.
It's surprising one bit. It would to be 100 of them. Kissinger, his background, but I need to explain something. When Anonymous was at Area 51 S4, Eisenhower and Vice President Nixon sent Anonymous and his boss, we call him Jeffrey White, to Area 51 to find out what's going on.
Declare.
Century 1, Panther 1-1. Declare.
Panther 1-1, Sentry 1, contact is friendly.
Who had to be CIA. John Newsom, there's no just Fleet Air Force there, they're all CIA. And they wear whatever uniform they want. And by the way, Anonymous says on my camera that the CIA has a card. They can enter
Declare.
any building in the government.
Century 1, Panther 1-1. Declare.
Panther 1-1, Sentry 1, contact is friendly.
Anonymous and his boss talked to this Air Force colonel and says to the colonel, the President of the United States wants to know who runs it.
What up?
And the Air Force colonel...
4, in position.
A little tag on his shirt. Yeah. Nobody used it. That's one of the main reasons I was about to use different names. That's another long story. So Air Force Colonel Jim says, well, I guess I am. But the real people that get this laser gun, that run this place right now, are at the
Bogey dope.
Century 1, Panther 1-1. Request vector threats.
All the big
Panther
guys
1, Sentry 1, the area appears to be clear.
have this ritual every year.
Request picture.
Kissinger there,
Century 1, Panther 1-1. Request picture.
only what?
Panther 1-1, Sentry 1, picture is multiple groups. Nearest bandit at bullseye 125, 160 miles, 8,000.
Group of people that are talking to channelers, that are out there conjuring all kinds of spirits, and it's an active part of what the Black Ops do. What do they do all day? They talk to spirits, they start wars, stop wars, do things with the economy, all for some original goal. And this is where we get to what I'm calling the Rosetta Stone you follow. Why is it that literally hundreds of people have been
Declare.
murdered, or
Sentry 1, Panther 1-1. Declare.
what is
Panther 1-1, Sentry 1, contact is friendly.
James Forrestal, the first Secretary of Defense. This is 49. This is, 2 years after Roswell. What could have been known 2 years after Roswell to take him out? Well, what I think is that there is a secret government. Mickey Dolan calls it regularly. I call it a fifth column. Why do I call it that?
Declare.
Because
Sentry 1, Panther 1-1. Declare.
one channel,
Panther 1-1, Sentry 1, contact is friendly.
the J-Rod person, the being that was at Area 51S4 for over 50 years, was called the ambassador. So, as kind of a joke, I called him names too. We called him Stumpy and Bright Eyes, making fun of this dude when they're fronting. So, if he's telling our secret government all of these secrets, then there's some kind of communication with these other dimensions. And Dan Burry, being such an intelligent person, was tuned in to this J-Rod person because the J-Rod was on a ship that Dan Burry was abducted into when he was 9 years old at Mayberry Park in Lakewood, California. So they had a communication going on. And part of what Dan Burry's job was to take tissue samples from this being because he was suffering from a neuropathy disease. And Dan Burry's microbiologist would take the tissue samples with a special gun, send it up to the biologists, the cultural people upstairs, change the demo, send it back down to a special tube so there wouldn't be any contamination.
3, kick out.
Insert it into the J-Rod. And they didn't
3,
cure
kick
the
out.
neuropathy disease, but they did complete
3, kick out.
what Bob Wood is saying in front of me right now. Because
Flight,
he
close it
wrote a
up.
book called Alien Biology.
Panther 1, close it up.
Why is it? One of the reasons
2, closing up.
that the blackouts kept
3, kick out.
4,
is because some of these beings are hot.
3, kick out.
If you handle or if you die,
Element, kick out.
there's 99% come to the general public and say, oh, sorry folks, some of these people are dangerous. And when I
Panther 1-3, kick out.
in the book, I should have it in one of my videos out. And
2, in position.
2, close it up.
3, kicking out.
Panther 1-2, close it up.
3, kick out.
4,
And there was
2, closing up.
4, kick out.
local firemen.
Panther 1-2, kick out.
And those creatures
2, kicking out.
big
Flight, rejoin.
tubuses on their head,
Panther 1, rejoin formation.
complexion. And so Roger
Panther 1-2, on my way.
in the mid-90s
3,
to try and interview
4,
this orthopedic surgeon that had operated on his knee.
Quest picture.
Being in
Sentry 1, Panther 1-1, request picture.
and
Panther 1-1, Sentry 1,
2, in position.
Roger later and talked to the two girls that saw the beam, talked to the girl's mother, interviewed them, and I've talked to
Declare.
Sammy Sheehan
Sentry 1, Panther 1-1, declare.
and has said that
Panther 1-1, Sentry 1, contact is friendly.
what the plan was.
Declare.
Roger later and I,
Sentry 1, Panther 1-1, declare.
and we had a really good time.
Panther 1-1, Sentry 1, contact is a bogey.
Was to interview this orthopedic surgeon that had operated on this knee because the year before, Dr. Roger Lear had gone down there on his own with A.J. Jabbar, the nurse, and he interviewed this orthopedic surgeon. What he said was, A.J. Jabbar set up this meeting with an orthopedic surgeon, and this is basically what the orthopedic surgeon told him, is that one early morning, about 2 or 3 o'clock, he was called into the hospital, and he didn't know why, but he came into the hospital operating room, and here was this creature on the operating table with a compound fracture, and we don't know which leg it was, but there was a military group outside, there was military people inside the door, outside the door, and there was this Brazilian general that told the orthopedic surgeon, get in there and fix it. That's what military people would say. Just fix it. The guy has a broken leg, just fix it. So the orthopedic surgeon approached his knee and put a splint on it and didn't know what to do. And it was like a green mist. It just filled the room. And in one day, it was totally healed. And the dean, telepathically, told the orthopedic surgeon that in their world, they deal with their mental health. They don't need intervention.
Declare.
Sentry 1, Panther 1-1. Declare.
So,
Panther, 1-1.
1, Fox 3, medium.
I had to come back early. So Roger with AJ Gavar,
Altitude.
Pitbull.
Altitude.
surgeon, again, this time he denied everything. He said it didn't happen because it had gotten to him. So Dr. Roger Lear, one of our main projects, was to, with Jaime Mason, spirit this orthopedic surgeon and his family out of Brazil to Mexico.
4, in
And
position.
have them go on camera and tell their real story. And it didn't happen.
Lock.
But
2, attack my targets.
3 or 4 years ago,
Panther 1-2, Panther 1-1. Engage. Target bearing 0803 miles.
Brazil,
2, Wilco.
so the point
Fox
of
2.
this is, because this
Lock.
is the first of them do. He says all the time, I've never met an alien, but I have met an extraterrestrial. That's
Flight rejoin.
the magic.
Lock.
Panther 1-2, rejoin formation.
An alien,
Devil, 1-2.
Panther
Request picture.
1-2, on my way.
totally alien. There's no general,
Sentry 1-2, in position.
whereas an extraterrestrial
Panther, 1-1. Sentry, 1. Picture clear.
from our future, which gets into time frame. And Linda Moulton Howe said wonderful, at her presentation at Contacting Desert, July of last year, of 2014, talks about the eternal now. There is no future. How, when someone has a deja vu experience, what if they're slipping time? Both present and past.
Flight snooze radar.
Art Bell went on the show years ago.
Panther 1,
He
snooze
said he was
radar.
living in an apartment with a sliding gas.
2,
gas
Roger.
out there. Parking lot,
3.
which his car was parked.
4,
So he was sitting there reading something. He saw
Flight
a
go
car
spread.
crash into his. He got up,
Panther 1, go spread.
opened the door. Nothing.
2, going spread.
The car crashed into his.
3.
So it was slipping to
4.
time. And Libby Speaker says the same thing. That he was driving with his son, teenager, and his son Fred, somewhere on the New Jersey Turnpike. They turned off to get some lunch, and they pulled up to this diner and had a wonderful lunch. You know, 3 people cost $2.87. That's what we see. So they leave and go work it and way back. We'll stop at that diner. We'll stop at the diner. There's no diner. And they asked one old coot there in the gas station, we came through here a week ago, there's a diner. Oh, that's burned down 40 years ago. So, people that are watching this probably have had that experience in their life. There is a slippage, either forward or backward. Because we're interdimensional beings. We have a soul that's eternal, and that
4,
we
in
can
position.
tap into that soul force on a regular basis. That's what you do in dreams. You're activating all that. So emphasizing here in this last this is that as far as I know, people in ufology, except for Jim Mars get into the German thing, the Fourth Reich.
Request vector to tanker.
That's a major.
Sentry 1, Panther 1-1. Request vector to tanker.
Is that
3, close it
Panther
up.
1, Sentry 1, no tankers available.
scientists, they came with all their Gestapo. And on my camera, Bill Uhouse says that when you are in the Black Ops world, you have your own personal handler. Dan Burrish has it. Dan Burrish is this big, heavy-set guy called Little John. That's his handler. So when you're in the black world, you have a handler. He's with you your whole life. He knows everything about you. He knows your family, he knows your illnesses, he knows your weaknesses, your strengths. And every so often you have to take a lie detector test. They monitor you all the time. That's why these people don't come forward. And sometimes, bad things happen. So that's the level of secrecy.
2, in position.
Element, close it up.
So when McConnell
Element, close it up.
was talking,
No, that shit don't work.
basically
wrong.
as his godfather.
No, I know it's not that because I
All these other
was using it
microbiologists
before.
are dead, but Dan Burrish will be 52 February the 2nd of this year. So McConnell asked Dr. Dan Burrish
Element, close it up.
to become number 9 on the test.
Panther 1-3, close it up.
Okay, this is in early 2000.
3, closing up.
So
4,
they had a meeting.
Panther 1-2, request permission to engage.
The same.
Panther 1-3, request permission to engage.
I got that.
Element, weapons free.
Panther 1-1, request permission to Panther
Element,
1-3,
you are
weapons
shooter.
free.
Dan Burrish suggested
Fury 1-3, Wilco.
2005
4,
that
Flight,
Engaging MiG-25,
radar active.
5 o'clock, low.
Panther 1, activate radar.
vote in April
Engaging
Chaff,
5,
flare.
5 o'clock low.
6 to 5.
4, engage defensive.
In September
2, roger.
3,
Bogey dope.
I don't know,
Sentry 1,
Altitude.
Panther 1-1,
Altitude.
request vector to threat.
but
2, engage defensive.
those votes are taken.
Panther 1, Sentry 1, nearest threat MiG-25, 2 ship, bearing 255, 2 miles, 10,000. Fury 1, Sentry 1, target is bullseye, 130, 180 miles, 24,000.
And my information is that there's a time frame, there's different time frames. And EP people, at least it's me,
Fury 1, Sentry
Bogey
1,
dope.
target is bullseye, 1.
Sentry 1, Panther 1-1, request vector to threat.
Panther 1, Sentry 1, nearest threat MiG-25, 2 ship, bearing 100, 3 miles, 3,000. Panther 1-1, engaging target bearing 195, 4 miles, 7,000.
years ago, when it was 15, 16, and 17. It was a critical year. And
Lock.
Panther 1-3, ready strike.
I used to read the other day that Hillary Clinton is hiring John Podesta as the transition.
Fury 1, Sentry 1, target is bullseye, 130, 160 miles, 24,000. Fury 1, Sentry 1, target is bullseye, 130, 160 miles, 24,000.
Bogey dope.
Fury 1, Sentry 1, target.
Sentry 1, Panther 1-1, request vector to threat.
Panther 1, Sentry 1, nearest threat MiG-25, 2 ship, bearing 225, 1 mile, 15,000. Fury 1, Sentry 1, target is bullseye, 130, 160 miles, 22,000.
So I held this information back told everybody to hear the last part of my life. And how long I got. That's when I right back. I'm gonna get this information.
Lock.
Panther 1-4, ready strike.
It's very valuable.
Lock.
I'm very pleased and honored to the people from the inside of the superintendent
Lock.
to get this information to me.
Warning, 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 warning.
I think I need to take a mental break.
This itself and the alien influence New World Order. How are the aliens influencing the New World Order?
Well, it's my take on it that they are our progeny. They are future humans. That's the part that Dan Burrish has made in various ways, and I've interviewed him for 100 hours on camera, 100 hours off camera, so I know him and his family as much as any person that's not actually in his wedding. I was there when he got his divorce. I was there when he went on his honeymoon. That brings up something really interesting, his honeymoon. He went on the Queen Mary, which when they got back, I brought him to Bob Wood's house. So Bob Wood met him and his new wife at, I don't remember what year that was, 3 or 4 years ago, whatever. And Dan Burrish has his own bodyguards. He carries like a pager in his pocket. If he pushes that pager, there'll be armed guards.
Jump 2-1. I'm going in.
Within 15 minutes.
Ejecting.
And
Chalice 2. Radar contact. Bullseye 150. 240 miles. 24,000.
Or target people.
Chalice 2. Radar contact. Bullseye 155. 220 miles. 24,000.
To them, this is serious. To me, it's serious. I've traveled to 6 countries. I've hired 3 different private investigators in the United States. I have my own personal armed bodyguard when I need it.
Panther 1-4, ready for departure.
This is serious.
Panther 1-4,
Fatia.
tower, position and hold.
Contracted Royal.
Cowboy 1-1, ready for departure.
So,
Weasel 1-1. Ready for departure.
An effort.
Panther 1-1. Ready for departure.
Panther 1-1,
Fatia.
tower, cleared for departure.
Yeah, well, my take is that they're intermingled
Cowboy
in a way.
1-2, taxi,
It's hard to
runway
separate.
16.
And there are these people. I'm placing a lot of faith in McConnell because
Panther 1-1,
Fatia.
tower, resume on navigation.
Dan Burrish that
Panther 1-4,
Fatia.
tower, you are cleared for takeoff, runway 16.
my apartment was
Panther 1-3,
Fatia.
tower, cleared for departure.
He ordered Jesse.
Panther 1-2,
Fatia.
tower, resume on navigation.
06, I never had any more problems. So that's kind of clout that he has through McConnell. I'll give you another little thing, which is apropos when I was saying it earlier, is that these beings are toxic. That's why the J-Rod is in this clean stream. Totally controlled environment. And Dan Burrish said to me that he has totally activated suit. Because we
Panther 1,
Panther 1. Go wedge.
So Dan Burrish
2. Going wedge.
is that when he comes to work at Area 51 S4, he has to strip down
Panther 1-3,
Fatia.
tower, resume on navigation.
and make sure that
Weasel 1-1, taxi, runway 16.
of his body, and you're weighed when you leave. And when you're at your workstation, you're doing
Shark
at the
1-1,
workstation,
ready for
you're
departure.
being late.
Avenger 1-1. Ready for departure.
I talked to John
Mustang
Wood,
2. In position.
and he said that
Mustang
last time
1-1,
Bob
taxi,
Lazar
runway 16.
that when Bob Lazar was at Area 51 S4, he took a little tiny camera, took it in there, and put it in the stanchion of a chair. And you take a picture and bring it out. And then when he was never, people don't know, Bob Lazar was never fired. He just left because he was afraid that he went back out there, he'd never come back. He'd be bones in the desert. But so they found the camera. This is down near talking. And the camera was what decided from then on, Dan Burrish, everybody else had to be late. And he knew. And so you have to go that protocol all the time, every time you go there. And Dan at one point was going there a couple times a week. And just another aside I'd like to report this story is that Dan Burry was special training at State University in New York, at Stony Brook, and he was trained specifically to work on data. And Edward Teller paid for his education at State University of New York. And on my site, my other site, what I'm calling my academic site, area51jrod.com, I have all the documents. Originally I had 95 documents. I cut it down to 45 and it was too much. If you can download all those documents, the PhD,
Avenger 11, taxi, runway 16.
At Stony Brook has been erased. So we have another one, a substitute one that's up there. I have
Cowboy 11, Vachia. Tower, you are cleared for takeoff, runway 16. Avenger 12, taxi, runway 16. Mustang 11, Vachia. Tower, you are cleared for takeoff, runway 16. Mustang 13, Vachia. Tower, cleared for departure. Weasel 11, Vachia. Tower, cleared for departure. Avenger 11, Vachia. Tower, cleared for departure. Serpent 11, taxi, runway 16. Serpent 14, taxi, runway 16.
I was the designated hitter for this information getting to the general public. And wherever you want to go from there.
Well, Bob was, I think, asking the question, I've got a question. Bob was asking the question, how much influence do we as a country have the current state of affairs of plants, such as the New World Order, or whatever that was. I have a question. I've had a number of people tell me that they've been to their blood. Every one of them has had a question that said there are no aliens, or at least they didn't meet them. I'm assuming that is because ETs are actually poor, which is not really very blood.
That's right.
Declare.
Sentry 1, Panther 14, declare.
I don't know.
Panther 14, Sentry 1, contact is friendly.
No, I don't know. I try and stay away from the word belief. That's a toxic word to me. So belief implies religion, or either you know or you don't know, or it's a maybe. So all of the New World Order.
Panther 11, buddy spike.
With what we were discussing a few minutes ago about timelines, and that if certain things happen, it changes the timeline. So when Dr. Dan Burry changes the genome of an extraterrestrial, this changes their whole culture. And just an aside, I love this little vignette about Dan interacting with the J-Rod. Now, he interacted with the J-Rod for 2 years, 94, 95, and 20. He's a being from another star system, but they consider themselves friends. So what do friends do? What do you do when you're talking to your friend? You start talking like a child. Where you came from.
Panther 1, Sentry 1, be advised. Threat aircraft, bullseye 100, 120 miles, 1,000.
What happened in your childhood? What was it like? So Dan Burry started reflecting on his childhood and watching cartoons. So he started telling him about Cecil and Cecil. And that was the cartoon that he watched and that he liked. And, I'm coming, Bean Boy, I'm coming, Bean Boy. So people who are old enough to remember, people watching probably didn't. But from then on, the J-Rod, as sort of a joke, called Dan Burry's B&E. He didn't call him B&E. B&E separated the soul. B&E. So B&E this, B&E that. So the J-Rod's asking him, B&E, what other images are you telling? So Dr. Burry says, well, one of my favorite times as a child was
Panther 1, Sentry 1, be advised. Threat aircraft, bullseye 100, 120 miles, 1,000.
imaging this in his mind. He gave out reading. Everything is telepathic with the beam. So the jaywalkers somehow it's rendered the water, the green. And on his planet, it's very dry and it's hot.
Declare.
They have 2 suns.
Sentry 1, Panther 1-4. Declare.
Double eyelid.
Panther 1-4, Sentry 1, contact is friendly.
So one of these Sentry like it's a nice vacation. You got all this water and good sunlight and doing the relatives from their past to our future. So if they're here, they're interacting. And this gets into depth that you just asked, which is this is something that in-depth researchers don't get.
Panther 1, Sentry 1, be advised. Threat aircraft, bullseye 100, 120 miles, 1,000.
And how many different races are there in the solar system? And they don't all get along. We all lump them together, you know, like in Independence Day, oh, come down and save us, Jesus, and all that. The Nordics are really nice, you know, and some group of Nordics, Hitler hooked in. At some point, they cut Hitler off, you know, for whatever reason down especially on South America, and Antarctica, and we'll get back into that as we do. But from my research, I don't know about
Declare.
there's, I think, actually more sightings
Sentry
in South
1,
America.
Panther 1-4. Declare.
Panther 1,
Declare.
Sentry 1, the area appears to be...
Sentry 1, Panther 1-4. Declare.
Panther 1-4, Sentry 1, contact is friendly.
Well, if there's more in South America, and there's a difference in the
Request vector to tanker.
which
Sentry 1, Panther 1-4. Request vector to tanker.
is that
Panther
people
1,
in
Sentry
South
1, no
America
tankers
seem to be
available.
more active at abduction. They hold on to trees and branches and like they're taken aboard the ship. And I might just throw this in there now. I don't remember being abducted myself, but when I was a teenager, I had some serious nose bleeding. And I broke my nose playing football, so something going on in my nose that I don't know about. But in 1995, 96, when John Max book came out, I was with a group of abductees out of Thousand Oaks, the large area of other people. And on the way home, I was on the freeway on the 101, and in about 2 hours, it was like 2 in the morning when I noticed the time then about 3:30, I was on the 10 freeway coming from Santa Monica. Now there's a on-ramp from the 101 into the 10, but that means I would have to get off the off-ramp, get back on the freeway to come back. So that's missing time that I have. Now I've never been regressed, so I don't know about the details of that. I never felt the need for that. And I often say to people, should I be regressed? And I say, well, if nothing's bothering you,
Declare.
Awake, sleeping dog.
Sentry 1, Panther 1-4. Declare.
But
Panther 1-4, Sentry 1, contact is friendly.
but I wouldn't do it unless it's some real reason. But A.J. Gavar and other researchers in South America talk about the natives and the people being, taken aboard and really taken people. So that may be one group of ETs that infiltrated the German contingent in South America. And that's a whole other thing that should be researched with A.J. Gavar, because if Operation Paperclip and we brought all these Gestapo intelligence, Nazi intelligence people, they just fit right into the CIA. And the Gestapo would be so happy at having everything revealed and popular. They know we're saying, they know everything. My phone, I'm sure, is that. Look at what it is, remember how it is. But that made me do this question that maybe
Panther, 1 Sentry, 1, be advised, hostile aircraft bearing 185, 25 miles, 1,000.
You know, there's some, and there's some database someplace where these different intelligence groups are feeding information about which group is doing what and how that changes the timeline. Now, I think, this is just my speculation, that the way New World Order and all of this esoteric things works, you have to do a perpetual war. The only way you can hide these budgets is if you're at war. So we went into perpetual war. We lost in Korea, we lost in Vietnam, we lost in Afghanistan, we lost in Iraq. Someplace, somebody's got to get it. But we can't control the world with our military. We're not international police force. But they have to have it. The cabal, which is a private corporation, control all the money. So they've got to be having the war so they can hide money and launder it through different sources and all of that.
Panther, 1 Sentry, 1, be advised, hostile aircraft bearing 170, 15 miles, 1,000.
Revelation has to come, I say this to people, I don't know for sure, it has to come to the grassroots. You can't get more grassroots than Ron Garner sitting there in January 2015 with 3 people trying to figure all this out. This is as grassroots as it gets. And I think that this information, if it's disseminated in a way that other in-depth researchers, and I'm sure there's people like Ron Garner out there that have not gone public yet. I've only given a couple talks here and there.
I need to take a little breaky break. Get some water.
I've interviewed John Lear in great depth. I really know a lot about Bob Lazar. Now, Corso said that we are at war with aliens. And that's chapter 17 of his book, The Day After Roswell. He lays it out. But he says that they're clones. And how do you know that they're a clone? Well, I tell people, ask them to show you their belly button. If they don't have a belly button, then they got to be a clone. And that's what the images from alien autopsy are, is a being with a pop belly and no belly button and no genitals, or not that they showed it, which brings up this issue of the black ops and the controversy over alien autopsy sites. The big issue on and off when it first came, was it true or not true? That's the way humans think. It's black or it's white. There's no in between. But everything with this group of intelligent people is in between. That's what they do. And there's this term called a meme. You need to look that up. A meme is an idea that's put out there, and that becomes a part of the genre. And the meme of this autopsy was that there was an autopsy. And I have an autopsy that Dan Burry saw, and Anonymous saw, and most people don't know, but Bob Lazar saw. So this meme, one of the important parts of it is that in the alien autopsy showed there was 2 eyelids. Now Philip Corso in his interview said that the autopsy film that he saw at Fort Belvoir, Virginia, that the Army showed him, showed that the that there were 2 eyelids. And at that time, nobody knew about 2 eyelids. So the Black Ops, in my opinion, show this film of a being with 2 eyelids. That's putting it out there. And Corso says in his book and on camera that eyelid is a light gathering. That's what the night vision came from. The night vision was the eyelid that gathers light, so the ET people can see in the dark. So Corso said that his boss sent him to I forgot which company right now, But they were working at night vision, but it was as big as a tank or a hauler or something. And so Corso went there with an envelope. He said, sometimes I'm Scrooge. This time I'm Santa Claus. Because here's $60 million. That's the good news. The bad news is that you have to build this night vision goggles. That's what the money's for. The bad news, you got to do it in 12 months because our soldiers need it in Vietnam. So the technology that they got from the EP people saved lives of lots of soldiers in Vietnam. In the same way with the computer chip. They don't say this is from an alien chip. They just say it's from an Italian helicopter. It's from a Russian MiG or whatever. You know? And so my take is that Corso got a bad rap, all because of Hollywood. And he just didn't get his story out there. Now, I've been talking to Philip Corso Jr. People don't know it, but Philip Corso wrote a book called The Day After Dallas. Now, what does that mean? That means that Corso was in the White House at the same time that Anonymous was in the White House, the late 50s, early 60s. He probably passed in the hall at some point. Anonymous says that he thinks he saw Corso's boss one time in the White House, but he didn't know for sure. What's Trudeau? Trudeau.
I had two questions. One, are we putting McConnell in any jeopardy by talking about him on video?
Well, he probably has more bodyguards than anybody, than the president. But just an aside there, with McConnell, when I was hiring these private investigators to go after Kissinger and these other people, and I mentioned McConnell, he said, "Are you crazy? I wouldn't touch that with a 10-foot pole. This is the director of all the spooks in the world. Give me a break. I wouldn't do it for $100 million." No. The private investigator that I hired to check out some of the members of the justice, where they live, what they do, what's going on. He gave me some information about it.
Do you know anything about John Alexander?
Yeah, he's a criminal, in my opinion. Because he's a disinformation specialist. He's come around a little bit in later years, but he says there's no cover-up and blah, blah, blah. And there was one at the International Congress a few years ago, some speaker didn't show up, so Bob Brown put in Alexander in there. And people booed him off the stage. The guy is total disinformation. He's modified a little bit. But then Bob Brown went up and told him he'll never be invited to hear it again. What you have to set up there is total baloney.
Earlier, you were talking about the idea that J-Rod said that he was happy he was here because it was so hot on his planet with our two suns. Does that in any way relate to the story about Project Serpo?
I think it does, but I don't know how. I didn't buy the Serpo story originally. Dan Burridge didn't buy it. But now that I've studied a little bit more, I think there's something to it. Just what and how, I can discuss that a little bit if you want. Serpo is fascinating.
But the question is, did any of your whistleblowers have Serpo related to that?
Just tangentially, not directly, except for Dan Burridge. Dan Burridge was working with this J-Rod in the mid-90s. And toward the end of 96, normally when Dan Burridge would go into the clean sphere, he had to take one step forward, feet together. One step forward, feet together, like in a wedding ceremony. That was respect for this ambassador, in quotes, from another star system. So, and the protocol was never turn your back on this person. So he late in their relationship, would approach the J-Rod, and the J-Rod as a joke, because J-Rod had a great sense of humor. They were joking around a lot, and the J-Rod, as a joke, made a step toward him for the first time in 2 years. Well, this frightened Dan so much he caught his heel on the graded floor and fell backwards on his filter pack, because he had a totally encapsulated suit and it was filtered through the back. So the J-Rod, then he didn't jump. He was sick. He sort of loped over. I mean, they had to clean him up. He was drooling and vomiting. He was a sick person. So J-Rod climbed up on Dan's chest and downloaded all his information. People in the Black Ops called Dan Burrish a galactic encyclopedia, because the J-Rod had all his information that he downloaded. And Dan Burrish has this eidetic memory, this memory that you can remember everything. You can ask Dan Burrish right now, when he was at Long Beach Hospital learning biology from Dr. Reynolds, what color the wall was in the receptionist's office. He'll tell you. He'll tell you which way the desk faced, right, left. He has this, it's a gift. Just certain people have it, probably Stephen Hawking and whoever else has, it's an enhancement. And that's when Dan was enhanced, when he was taken on board the ship from Mayberry Park in Lakewood when he was 9 years old. He was enhanced purposely to try and heal this J-Rod. This is why I'm saying that the timelines change if you do certain procedures, or the economy does certain things, or we go to war certain ways and all that stuff. So Dan Burrish is getting all this information, and Zygmunt Brzezinski was in the observation platform at the time. So at that time, they didn't have anybody suited up in this totally encapsulated suit to get him out of the clean sphere. So it took about a half an hour, and Zygmunt Brzezinski and whatever other group of researchers watched all this. Ask Zygmunt. And so, and Dan was in a coma for about a day or two after that. When this being from another star system climbed up on his chest, they ramped up the pressure. They could have killed the J-Rod. Now this is a being from another star system. They're going to protect their guy, screw the other guy. Dan is saying, no, no, no. He had two means of communication. One was to the scientists for doing all this research, and one is to security. So when he's saying no, 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 he's saying no, no, no to them not to ramp up the pressure to harm this being. They thought he was saying no, 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 stay away from me, J-Rod, and so there was a little confusion there. I had to get that straightened out. And he told them, but this is another explanation of that. When Dr. Dan Burrish goes in to meet the J-Rod, he has to go through all these protocols of washing him with all these special liquids and all that stuff, so he can't contaminate. So he has to go through this hallway or whatever, I don't know what they have it set up. And the protocol is you never turn back. Once you start down that gantry, you don't turn back. But just so happened one time, Admiral McConnell was there in his civvy and saw Dan, and Dan in his suit turned around and gave him a big hug. From that time on, Dan was a star. Everybody said, this is McConnell's guy. He's younger in age and seniority, but the main guy's hugging this guy, in the decontamination chamber. So from then on, Dan was king of the realm. Whatever he wanted, you're the main guy.
So Ron, you said that Dan Burrish was abducted at the age of 9 for the purpose of
enhancement for future.
Later, when he would meet J-Rod.
Right, like 27 years later.
To help J-Rod get well.
Right, that's right.
Okay, so I just want to make sure that's
yeah, that's right.
And so the second question I have is, you mentioned at the beginning of this conversation that J-Rod had said to Dan, we we don't put splints on things, or we don't
No,
feel
no, this
ourselves.
is the being in Virginia. That's a different.
Oh, it's different being.
That's a creature in Virginia.
Okay. We use our mind to heal ourselves.
Yeah, that's in Brazil. That had nothing to do with J-Rod.
Okay. But J-Rod obviously didn't have the ability to heal himself by his mind, or the other.
No, obviously not. And, but part of that power of the mind addresses what the Black Ops weren't. Dr. Dan Burris might be
Panther,
wrong.
1 Sentry, 1 be advised. Hostile aircraft bearing 155, 15 miles, 1,000.
What the J-Rod said in the game. So each time he was spending with the J-Rod, they would debrief him. But he only told him like 20%. But the Black Ops didn't pursue it too much. This leads us to a big parameter, which is that because of this looking glass device, they can turn it into a Stargate. There is a Stargate in Abydos, Egypt right now. In certain parts of it. And so
Declare.
Sentry 1, Panther 1-4. Declare.
Declare.
Panther, 1-4, Sentry.
Sentry 1, Panther 1-4. Declare.
And so they need
Panther,
Declare.
1 Sentry, 1 be advised.
Sentry 1, Panther 1-4. Declare.
with the J-Rod.
Declare.
Panther, 1-4, Sentry.
Sentry 1, Panther 1-4. Declare.
In the desert of Abydos.
Panther, 1-4, Sentry, 1, contact is friendly.
Because they wanted to communicate, not like in the movie Stargate. They wanted to communicate with these people that were going to arrive possibly from Circle. They wanted to from Circle. So they had Dan Burry's
Declare.
and when
Sentry 1, Panther 1-4.
they moved
Declare.
the
Declare.
J-Rod from one place to
Panther.
another,
Sentry 1, Panther 1-4. Declare.
Declare.
they had to do to get that
Panther.
number.
Sentry 1, Panther 1-4. Declare.
Declare.
Panther,
Sentry 1, Panther 1-4. Declare.
What I call a
Panther,
scooter,
1-4, Sentry, 1, contact is friendly.
like a boat mobile,
Declare.
and they had this atmosphere.
Sentry 1, Panther 1-4. Declare.
And
Panther,
the
1-4, Sentry,
it
1,
looked
contact
like
is friendly.
100 yards, like a mud wall. And the plan was that whatever came through this interdimensional portal to the J-Rod, to Dan Burry, that's why I say the esoteric part of this is never addressed in mythology, because it's beyond their pay grade. I studied esoteric things. So what happened was, the J-Rod in his mind was appealing to Dr. Dan Burry.
Hobo, 1, Sentry, 1, be advised. Threat aircraft, bullseye, 100, 120 miles, 1,000.
You want to get back to radio thinking. He's been here for over 50 years in this so-called ambassadorial state. So Dan's saying, I can't do that. But then Dan just said, screw it. He hit that controller and forced that scooter, whatever you call it, into the wall. J-Rod disappears, the scooter bounces back, Dan Burry bounces back, and the no clothes on, the strip, and all of the Navy SEALs like with automatic weapons, and Matron was there, shoot, that's Dan. So he was thrown back on the, wherever they have the cement. So, they had the
Declare.
medic now.
Hobo, 1,
Sentry 1, Panther 1-4. Declare.
Fury, 1, Sentry, 1, be advised. Threat aircraft, bullseye, 100, 140 miles, 1,000. Panther, 1-4, Sentry, 1, contact is friendly.
They have this interdimensional connection, either with physical things like a mud wall, place like that as Egypt. People know Egypt as being a spiritual, I suppose, place, but it's much more than that. I mean, all of Egypt. You get into ancient aliens. Dan Burridge is a genius at reading.
Panther, 1, Sentry, 1, be advised. Threat aircraft, bullseye, 100, 120 miles, 1,000.
Right now. There are 500 individual diaries.
Fury, 1, Sentry, 1, be advised. Threat aircraft, bullseye, 100, 120 miles, 1,000. Lobo, 1, Sentry, 1, be advised. Threat aircraft, bullseye, 100, 140 miles, 1,000.
We wrote it all out. That's part of the research.
I have a question. We're hearing a lot these days about jumping.
Declare.
Sentry 1, Panther 1-4. Declare.
Panther, 1-4, Sentry, 1, contact is friendly.
Circle is true. But I don't think Dan knew too much about circle at the time.
Well, one of the most exciting things that I learned today is that we could tell him personally when it comes to the
Oh, yeah.
Panther, 1, Sentry, 1, be advised. Threat aircraft, bullseye, 105, 120 miles, 1,000.
And there were two beams there.
Fury, 1, Sentry, 1, be advised. Threat aircraft, bullseye, 100, 140 miles.
Somebody now doesn't tell. If you go on my
Fury, 1-1, engaging target, bullseye, 100, 140 miles, 25,000. Lobo, 1, Sentry, 1, be advised. Threat aircraft, bullseye, 100, 140 miles.
written by McConnell. Stanton Freeman wants signatures and watermarks. I mean, that I don't do that. I love it, but that's not my stick. I'm not going to go there. I think the people around me saying something, they know what they're talking about. So in this letter, it explains why Van Burridge was chosen, why Bob was Roberts.
Panther, 1, Sentry, 1, be advised. Threat aircraft, bullseye, 095, 140 miles.
So if somebody will download it and get the book, the Kindle book, or you can download it from there, you put your
Fury, 1, Sentry, 1, be advised. Threat aircraft, bullseye, 095, 140 miles. Lobo, 1, Sentry, 1, be advised. Hostile aircraft bearing 125, 25 miles.
People like me that have been behind the scenes that will explain
Oh, you don't.
these bits of information.
Sentry 1, Panther 1-4. Request vector to threat.
Panther, 1, Sentry, 1, the area appears to be clear.
Yeah. So that, because in this field, Porto says they don't have to talk about anything. Ufologists will set it up by fighting among themselves. That just goes with the
Panther, 1, Sentry, 1, be advised. Hostile aircraft bearing 125, 20 miles. Fury, 1-1, engaging target bearing 120, 20 miles, 25,000. Lobo, 1, attack target bullseye 105, 160 miles.
Here in the hospital.
Magnum. Fury, 1, Sentry, 1, be advised. Hostile aircraft bearing 120, 20 miles.
Sentry 1, Panther 1-4. Declare.
But if you haven't
Lobo, 1, Sentry, 1, be advised. Hostile aircraft bearing 120, 20 miles. Cowboy, I see a shoot. Set rest cap here. Panther, 1-4, Sentry, 1, contact is friendly.
Request picture.
Sentry 1, Panther 1-4. Request picture.
Panther, 1-4, Sentry, 1, picture is multiple groups. Nearest bandit bearing 115, 15 miles. Panther, 1, Sentry, 1, be advised. Hostile aircraft bearing 110, 15 miles.
Sentry 1, Panther 1-4. Declare.
Panther, 1-4, Sentry, 1, contact is friendly. Fury, 1, Sentry, 1, be advised. Hostile aircraft bearing 110, 15 miles. Lobo, 1, Sentry, 1, be advised. Hostile aircraft bearing 105, 10 miles.
In a nice little way.
They identified themselves for it?
No, I didn't sell it. I said, well, certain things shouldn't be talked about. That's the idea. But, you know,
Have you signed any contracts with individual entities that you control the conversation or at least
well, no, nothing.
Panther, 1 Sentry, 1 be advised, hostile aircraft bearing 100, 10 miles.
13-page legal document that says that Ron Burns, Stargate Production, has total control of everything, the videos, audio, everything. And that was signed in February of 2013. Right, everything. And,
Fury, 1 Sentry, 1 be advised, hostile aircraft bearing 100, 10 miles.
Met with Anonymous.
Buzzsaw, 1, attack target bearing 235, 3 miles.
He verified everything I just said.
Caution.
1
Caution.
Sentry, 1 be advised, hostile aircraft bearing 100, 5 miles.
Here's the 12, too. But there's all kinds of subordinates all over. Name you have, meet everything. I got them. And there's some kind of mind control.
Cougar, 1, attack target bearing 225, 5 miles.
I'm not holding back. That's a thing I kind of talked to. Dan Burry still has security.
Panther, 1 Sentry, 1 be advised, hostile aircraft bearing 130, 5 miles.
So,
Snake Eyes, Snake Eyes,
the mathematician
Snake Eyes,
at Caltech,
Snake Eyes.
his name is Kuhn, H-O-U-N-M-A-N.
Buzzsaw, 1 Sentry, 1 be advised, hostile aircraft bearing 135, 10 miles,
So,
1,000.
when majestic people
Fury, 1 Sentry, 1 be advised, hostile aircraft bearing 135, 10 miles, 1,000.
publication of Caltech,
Logo, 1 Sentry, 1 be advised, hostile aircraft bearing 140, 10 miles, 1,000. Snake Eyes,
is the next one.
Snake eyes.
So they decided to
Snake Eyes.
talk to Dan Burry, microbiologist, Department of Defense, find out about the device. Or they already knew that he knew about it, but to go in depth. So Hunterman set it up and says, oh, you didn't have to, that's what they do. They have overlapping technology. Everything is good. Based on that. In the universe. And so they figure out.
Panther, 1 Sentry, 1 be advised, hostile aircraft bearing 135, 15 miles.
So Hunterman set it up.
Lobo, 1, attack target bullseye 105, 116 miles.
Give this guy
Buzzsaw, 1 Sentry, 1 be advised, hostile aircraft bearing 135, 15 miles. Fury, 1 Sentry, 1 be advised, hostile aircraft bearing 135, 20 miles. Lobo, 1 Sentry, 1 be advised, hostile aircraft bearing 130, 20 miles.
which is a breakthrough obstacle.
Cougar, 1 Sentry, 1 be advised, hostile aircraft bearing 130, 20 miles.
And this gas particle heals anything it touches. It's a special kind of quartz crystal. It sends out a little thing and it touches another cell, and that cell is healed.
Lobo, 1, we are on GP.
Presentation of Caltech is way beyond my paper and probably beyond Bob. But at some point, we can show that to the microbiologists and people that are
Buzzsaw, 1 Sentry, 1 be advised, threat aircraft bullseye 095, 160 miles.
and I'll tell you the
Fury, 1 Sentry, 1 be advised, threat aircraft bullseye 095, 160 miles.
So in 2001, the Black Ops
Caution.
noticed some of
Caution.
them doing remote viewing. And they came up with remote viewers that there was something on Franklin Mountain, about 10
Cougar, 1 Sentry, 1 be advised, threat aircraft bullseye 095, 160 miles.
So Dan goes up to
Come here.
2001.
Come here.
Just looking around, curiosity.
Lobo, 1, attack target bullseye 105, 160 miles.
In the Caltech they show what's going on. And this dream just sort of appeared out of the word, like a Indian shaman.
Magnum,
The Indian said, if you shine a light on this rock, it'll catch fire.
Fury, 1 Sentry, 1 be advised, threat aircraft bullseye 095, 160 miles.
And
Baby kitty. Baby kitty.
Logo 1-4. Good hit.
So we began to analyze microbiology.
Mm.
What he discovered was that this
Bye.
ancient,
She never comes in here.
this is what this is just my opinion, Dan's not saying it, but this is
What they're trying to do in Switzerland.
what the gods are. Billions of dollars. Dan did it.
Bogey dope.
You know, the
Century
hydrogen
1,
computer.
Panther 1-4.
Request picture.
Panther.
Century 1, Panther 1-4.
Request picture. Panther 1-4. Sentry 1. Picture is multiple groups. Air bandit at bullseye 110. 120 miles. 1,000. Fury 1. Sentry 1. Be advised. Threat aircraft bullseye 095. 160 miles. Logo 1. Sentry 1. Be advised. Threat aircraft bullseye 095. 160 miles.
Legal motions filed by Channel 8. However, the Pentagon is still withholding other sensitive material in defiance of the court.
George Knapp of the Channel 8 I-Team is here with the story. George.
Paula and Mark, after several months, numerous delays, and 3 court orders, the Pentagon has finally coughed up some of the material concerning a lawsuit filed by former workers at Area 51. Considering how much the military has been dragging its feet, you might think the documents held vital national secrets. Not so.
And by that I mean that they're saying that they can classify evidence of their own crimes.
Law professor Jonathan Turley represents former Area 51 employees who say they were exposed to toxic materials at the base. The military has contended the lawsuit can't proceed because it would endanger national security to reveal anything about the base, including whether there's any paint or jet fuel stored there. Channel 8 News asked the court to unseal transcripts from the trial, transcripts which had no reason to be sealed in the first place.
Then why is the hearing being concealed? And the answer is the oldest answer in the book. The government's embarrassed. It doesn't want the public to know what it did behind closed doors.
The Pentagon reluctantly released hundreds of pages from the trial, including copies of an Area 51 security manual, which teaches base security officers how to lie to the public. The manual confirms that Area 51 has its own swimming pool, tennis courts, and former bar. Also released was testimony from base workers who witnessed exposure to toxic chemicals. But the most important material requested by Channel 8 and ordered released by the courts is still being withheld. When and if it is finally released, the material could show the extreme lengths the government has taken in order to hide evidence of its own crimes.
Frankly, it's bloody ridiculous for the government to continue to interpret orders and delay the release of information.
Fucking time machine, bro.
Nor are we. Today, the U.S. Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals acknowledged the government's delay tactics. It granted the Area 51 employees more time to file their appeal based on the fact that the Pentagon has not yet handed over the information to Channel 8 and the workers have requested.
Is this stuff that's being withheld, is it classified stuff?
No, it's not like it's how to build an atomic bomb or how to fly a stealth. I'll tell you what it is. Professor Turley is under a court order. He can't. What it is, it's going to show that the government went to extreme lengths in its case against the workers. It even threatened to use force to seize non-classified material from the workers. So that's what they're worried about.
105, 140 miles, 1,000. Logo 1, Sentry 1, be advised. Threat aircraft, bullseye 100, 140 miles, 1,000. Logo 1,
The reason these debriefings are being allowed to go public is because President Bush's Director of National Intelligence, Admiral J. Mike McConnell, signed an order to make it so.
140 miles, 1,000. Fury 1, Sentry 1, be advised. Threat aircraft, bullseye 100, 140 miles, 1,000. Fury 1, Sentry 1, be advised. Threat aircraft, bullseye 100, 140 miles, 1,000. Fury 1, Sentry 1, be advised. Threat aircraft, bullseye 100, 140 miles, 1,000. Fury Fury 1, Sentry 1, be advised.
picture.
Threat aircraft, bullseye 10.
Sentry 1, Panther 1-4. Request picture.
Fury 1, Sentry 1, be advised. Threat aircraft, bullseye 100, 140 miles, 1,000.
Avenger 1-1, descend to 4,000, runway 16.
Panther 1-4, Sentry 1, picture is multiple groups. Nearest bandit at bullseye 125, 140 miles, 8,000.
Shouldn't we have been visited? Shouldn't there be every now and then alien ships?
Avenger 1-1, descend to 3,000, maintain 230 knots, turn left heading 160.
How quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside this world. And yet I ask you, is not an alien force already among us?
Fury 1, Sentry 1, be advised. Threat aircraft, bullseye 100, 160 miles, 1,000.
Declare.
Sentry 1, Panther 1-4. Declare.
Panther 1-4, Sentry 1, contact
Throughout
is
the
friendly.
last 60 years,
Fury
people have
1,
been
Sentry
anxious for
1,
some
target
brave,
is bullseye
patriotic person
140,
to come
240
forward
miles,
in what we
30,000.
call the secret government, to
Fury
tell his
1,
story
Sentry
to the
1,
world
target
around.
is bullseye
At last, that
140,
hope is
240
being
miles,
fulfilled
30,000.
by a young scientist, a microbiologist, who has worked for the secret government his entire adult life. He was recruited in 1986, when he was only 22 years old. He helped other government scientists work on various black
Sentry 1,
projects,
Panther
including
1-4.
defensive
Declare.
biowarfare protocols
Panther
for soldiers
1-4,
in Gulf
Sentry
War.
1, contact is friendly.
He has been allowed to enter most of the secret laboratories that are part of the U.S. arsenal. S4 at Green Lake,
Avenger
Sophia
1-1,
at
turn
Los
left to
Alamos,
final approach course
Arcadia,
160, slow to approach speed.
These interviews are
Fury
taking
1,
place at
Sentry
various
1,
secret
return to brief
locations
flight plan.
around the Las Vegas area.
Fury
His
1,
information
Sentry
has
1,
been
Altitude.
released
Altitude.
by what is known as Majestic
160 miles,
Twelve, a group
26,000.
that President Truman assembled in
Fury
September
1, Sentry 1,
1945
engage
to deal
A-50,
with
single
the
set,
known
bullseye
alien
140,
presence as a
220
result of
miles.
Roswell crash.
Fury
Live
1,
aliens will
Sentry
recover
1, targeted
as well as
bullseye
other visitors
140, 220 miles,
Majestic
26,000.
12 has been concluding its
Ranger
information
1-1, on
until
final.
now.
Panther
Dan
1-1,
Burry is
inbound for
anxious
landing.
to tell his story.
Good morning.
This series of
Panther
in-depth
1,
interviews has
approach
started the
5,
process.
runway 16.
The internet has been very beneficial
Fury 1,
in helping to
Sentry
tell
1,
his story.
targeted bullseye
However, there is
140,
nothing like seeing him
220
in
miles,
person,
26,000.
tell his adventures in minute
Altitude. Altitude. Turn to brief flight plan.
Declare.
Panther 1, Sentry 1, Panther 1-4. Declare.
Makes me feel as though I'm
Mustang
testifying.
1-4, inbound for landing. Fury 1-1, engaging target.
As long as we're in a closed session,
160 miles,
so help me God.
Panther 1-1, descend to 5,000, maintain 250 knots, turn right heading
Initially, I was
245, runway 16.
Specifically
Fury
from
1,
the
Sentry 1, advised, threat
reticulum
aircraft
form.
bullseye 110, 160 miles, 26,000.
Tower
Two
on.
reticulum form.
Good morning, Panther
But I had no
1-4,
idea
wind
the
check.
truth of how
Panther
it could be.
1-4,
Fatia.
approach 180,
As I said to you before,
04 knots.
I had
Tower,
never
turn
met
on the
anyone
lights.
Panther 1-4, turn. Panther 1-4, inbound for landing. Good morning, Panther 1,
Fatia.
approach,
From what I
runway 16,
understand, there's
welcome
currently a
back.
17-16 split.
Panther 1-4,
This
Sentry
is
1,
mostly rumor
contact
around the
friendly.
community to
Good morning, Avenger
Request picture.
1-1,
Fatia.
Tower, Sentry
forward
1,
public
Panther
acclamation
1-4,
program
request picture.
having to do with the Majestic 12.
Panther 1-2, orbit for spacing 6,000. Panther 1-2, maintain 300 knots. Fury 1, Sentry 1, advised, threat aircraft bullseye 105, 160 miles, 18,000. Panther 1-4, Sentry 1, picture clear. Panther 1-3, orbit for spacing 7,000. Panther 1-3, maintain 300 knots. Mustang 1-4, orbit for spacing 8,000.
At the late 80s.
Mustang 1-4, maintain 300 knots.
Work for the government.
Request picture.
In 1986,
Sentry
was
1,
approached while
Panther
working
1-4.
as
Request
grad
picture.
student in Dr. Burt Bell-Babero's
Sentry 1,
office.
Panther 1-4. Request
His
detected threat.
parasitology laboratory to be exact.
Panther 1,
I was
Sentry
looking through the
1.
scope at the
Nothing's up
time.
right now.
Three gentlemen walked into the laboratory,
Fury
closed the
1,
door behind
Sentry
them.
1, G5, threat aircraft bullseye.
two uniforms
105,
to suit
140
the
miles,
Both
16,000.
of the uniforms I would make as most probably being United States Navy. My memory of that one event is kind of hazy after seeing all of the suits and uniforms and whatnot. We spoke for a while. They asked me if I was interested in seeing the world and the like. Told them I, in fact, was. We went through several interview processes, not unlike this, and reviewed my background. I went through several background
Panther
investigations.
1-2, descend
Finally,
to 5,000,
starting
turn
up,
right heading
99
210,
timeframe,
runway
I was
16.
cleared for working.
Panther 1-1,
through,
descend to
past
4,000,
the
runway
Pappas,
16.
mountain facility.
Fury 1, Sentry 1, G5, threat aircraft bullseye. 105, 140 miles, 16,000.
That's how I came to work there. My original assignment was at the Groom Lake facility.
Good morning,
to
Panther
review,
1-4.
histopathology
Tower,
slides.
cleared for landing, runway 16, check gear
I
down.
went through nearly a year's testing and then was basically
Panther
let loose
1-1,
for a year.
descend
I
to
had no
3,000, maintain
After that,
230
I was
knots,
brought
turn
back
left
in and
heading
shown some
160.
higher grade slides
Panther
of unknown
1-3,
origin.
descend to
Following
5,000,
that, I was
maintain
introduced
250 knots, turn right heading 215, runway 16.
Facility, the Site 4 facility. We worked for well over a year on slides of unknown origin. After I took a minimum leadership position under several of the other biologists who are already present, most of which are now deceased.
Fury 1, Sentry 1, G5, threat aircraft bullseye. 100,
I was then introduced
160
into
miles, 1,000.
the level 4 or 5 facility. And so what we did is introduce the new members, myself amongst them, into the Klingsphere area, and we were eventually shown the subject for which we were examining the slides. The slides were unusual in that they were
Fury 1,
pressurized cells.
Sentry 1, engage,
and
850,
they were
singleton,
reviewed
bullseye,
by us on a
150,
conveyor with
220
a
miles.
fully automatic microscope. We weren't touching
Mustang
anything. We were
1-4,
commands.
descend to
At
5,000,
the
turn
second
right heading
instance, we were
220,
finally allowed to
runway
have
16.
a VRML keyboard.
Fury
for
1,
examining
Sentry
the slides,
1, targeted
and
bullseye,
I
150,
digressed.
220 miles,
With the
26,000.
J-Rod itself in the ambassador
Fury
suite
1,
of police.
Sentry 1, targeted bullseye, 150,
Tower
220
fuel.
miles, 26,000.
Yes.
Panther
Initially, I
1-4,
was
wind check.
assigned as
Tower
a
request
working
fuel.
member of Project
Panther
Aquarius.
1-4.
Then finally, I was made an assistant working group leader. And then mysteriously, after one meeting with the J-Rod, I was asked to take the working group leader position. I didn't find out why I was asked to take the working group leader position until, well, within this last year. I never understood it because Stephen was older than I. He was my senior not only in ability, but in age. And I would have never figured being advanced above an individual like that in ranking within a working group. And in fact, I never considered myself above him. We worked together. I found out subsequent to interactions with the J-Rod. And again, they have personal names.
180.04 knots. Request hot refuel.
For where they're located, the number of
Panther
light years
1-1,
from our
turn left to
location.
final approach course,
So they took
160, check speed.
And they identified through the
Fury
signal
1,
protocols,
Sentry
the
1,
linguistic
G5,
protocols
threat
with
aircraft
a
bullseye,
rod symbol,
100,
which was
160
inertia
miles,
symbol,
1,000.
and the letter J. And in fact,
Fury
that was a
2-2,
combination
inbound for landing.
of Mayan and Egyptian
Good morning,
numerology.
Fury 2.
Vajia.
Approach, continue inbound for runway 16, welcome back. Fury 1, Sentry 1, targeted bullseye, 150, 220 miles, 26,000.
Outside of Kingman.
Fury 1, Sentry 1, targeted bullseye,
There
150,
was a
220
problem
miles,
his
26,000.
physiology and his biophysiological
Fury 1, Sentry 1, return to brief flight
communication
plan.
with the craft.
went wrong.
Hanford 1-1,
And of
final.
course, he's ill, as we know, with the MGUS.
Panther 1-2, descend to 4,000, maintain 300 knots, runway 16.
We had regular systematic medical by physician. Following that,
Fury
we
1, Century
suited,
185,
we
aircraft
catheterized,
bullseye, 100, 160 miles, 1,000.
and suited.
Panther 1-2, descend to 3,000, maintain 230 knots, turn left heading 170.
For all intents and purposes, it was a space. It was a total encapsulation.
Gypsy 1-1,
Something
inbound for
like
landing.
what you would find in a NASA facility. It was more of a regular space type suit with joints. We were suited
Good morning,
up, we
Gypsy
were
1,
pressurized,
approach
and then
4,
docked with
runway
our
16.
cooling system and our hosing down a ramp into the ambassadorial suite. Following that, we were led up a gantry-way, which had been moved into position by the Queen Sphere, which had been previously rotated up through an iris through the floor.
Good morning,
He was
Panther
held
1-1,
actually below
tower,
the
cleared for
ambassadorial
landing,
suite
runway
level,
16,
and that was
check
raised
gear
up,
down.
as needed. What they did with him down there, he didn't say, and they didn't tell him. It was not a need-to-know issue. Apparently, they dealt with the cleaning of the sphere and all of that. The regular housed animal maintenance, as they treated him. We would be led up the gantry-way. The hoses would be hooked
Panther
into,
1-3,
an
descend
exterior,
to 4,000, maintain 250 knots, runway 16.
inside the doorway, which was exterior to the Queen Sphere. And it was called the exterior system, in fact. But when we would be let in, the door would be closed, and we would be pressurized inside of the gantry-way. Following that, there was a drum system that was set up.
Panther 1-3, descend to 3,000, maintain 230 knots, turn left heading 170.
I would raise
Fury
a hand
2-2,
in
orbit for spacing,
acknowledgement.
6,000.
We were not supposed to talk
Fury
at the time at all
2-2,
because,
maintain 300 knots.
nothing verbal around the specimen, around the J-Rock. Why, I was never told, but we were not supposed to talk around the J-Rock. I moved the drum system and re-hooked a secondary set of hosing inside the Queen Sphere. Checked the
Panther
pressurization.
1-2, turn left to final approach course 160, slow to approach speed. Gypsy 1-1, orbit for spacing 5,000.
Following that, I would do my business
Gypsy
inside
1-1,
the
maintain
contact
300 knots.
and review the samples. My original feeling was I was looking at a giant insect.
Mustang 1-4, descend to 4,000, maintain 250 knots, runway 16.
It looked like a giant insect.
Panther 1-2, final approach.
Brown, hunched in a corner.
Fury 2-2.
I felt afraid inside because I was always told that monsters weren't real. And now I find out they are, but they live in the heart of men. It was fear, excitement, complete astonishment. Because honestly, I thought we were dealing with some sort of monkey, something like an old world ape or the like. But indeed, it wasn't. That's what my feeling was.
Chalice 1, be advised, hostile launch activity detected, bullseye 145, 260 miles.
Intellectual I was at the time about it. It scared the hell out of me.
Falcon 1-1, engaging, target, bullseye 125, 160 miles, 25,000.